Hi everybody, welcome back to Regina's World. This is story time. I'm doing two right behind each other. I'm trying to get these videos up and out because I have a lot going on for the next couple of months, and it's going to be very hard for me to keep up with my channel. But I'm really trying to keep up with it right now since I have the time to do so, and I'm going to try to punch these videos out before the sun go down. So this one. Oh, say hi to Charlie, everybody. That's my check cat, Charlie, my baby girl. But anyway, so this video is, I'm taking you back down a memory lane. I'm going to take you guys down a memory lane because this is a story that I wanted to talk about for a while, and I just didn't know when or how I was going to discuss it. But this is a story, a real story, a true story about the worst fight my family ever had. This is the worst fight. So if you guys are interested in this story, please give it a thumbs up, like, comment, share, subscribe. And I'm gonna get right into it. As much as I can remember, I'm gonna tell you guys everything. So I was like 9, 10 years old or something like that. I had to be around that age when this fight took place. My oldest brother was not in church, but my other brother, Maurice, was. At this time, I think he was actually a minister. I wouldn't want to say he was actually a minister when this fight took place. And me and my sister, Christina, was the youngest, so we were in the house. We were in my mom's room, actually. The dang on things keep... we were in my mom's room, actually. And... as most people know, that my stepfather, if you follow my channel, you follow my story times, then you know that my stepfather was a drunk. And he was an abuser, but not to us, but to my mom. So every weekend when he got paid on Fridays. He worked at a factory in St. Louis. I don't remember which factory he used to work at, but he worked at a factory. And every time he got paid, he would go get some alcohol, get drunk, get abusive. They would get into this big argument every Friday. I mean, like clockwork. He would get drunk. He would go, and I think he was on drugs too. If I remember correctly, he used to do like cocaine or something. So every Friday, he would get paid, pay the bills, get drunk, go down the street to the corner, and get high. Come back up the street to the house, get into a big argument with my mom. They get into a huge fight, and whatever the light takes us. And sometimes it just would be an argument. Other times it would be a full-on fisticuff fight. So me and my sister was in the room, and they started arguing, doing their normal stuff. We decided not even to come out of the room because we were just like, we don't even want to be involved. Whatever they're, arguing about this week, we don't even want to have anything to do with it. So we stayed into the room because we were young. I was 9. My sister was probably 11. My other 2 brothers was nearby, though, so we did call them and let them know that he's up here fighting on mom again. They comes, I don't even know where they came from. Both of them, I don't even know where they came from. But my minister brother, the one who was in church, came in instantly, pushed my mom out of the way, and then him and my stepfather is fighting, just in the kitchen. Banging it out, like fighting. And remember, he's drunk and he's on coke or crack or whatever the fuck. I think it was cocaine. I think it was coke. And so he used to good. My stepfather, that was one thing. He used to take a punch. Like, he used to take a beating. Like, he really did. Like, he got jumped so many times by my brothers and their friends and stuff. He never fell. He would get right back up, and that was when he could take a punch. Like Chris Rock, he could take a punch. So him and my brother is in there banging it out. My mom is in there jumping. They're in the kitchen fight. They're fighting. And then my other brother comes in the house, jumps in the fight too. So now it's 3-on-1. So it's both of my brothers, my mother, and jumping on my stepfather, Sylvester. So you hearing everything. You hearing nigga this, F you this, B this, punk, A this. You hearing all kind of stuff. You're hearing them fighting like crazy. Then I went into the hallway. I'm not remember why I went into the hallway, but I do remember me going into the hallway, maybe just to see what was going on. But I did walk into the hallway. And as I'm walking into the hallway, I see my mom get a glass bowl like this and smash it. But she thought she was hitting my stepfather over the head with the glass bowl. But she didn't hit my stepfather. She hit my brother, my oldest brother, knocked him clean out. My brother fell up against the wall, slid down the wall. My other brother got instantly upset because he just thought he was tired or he didn't want to fight no more. So he instantly like, you be this, you punk a nigga, this, you, this, you, this. He going off on my brother. My brother is literally passed out because mama done just knocked him out with a glass bowl. We didn't call 911 because this fight could have went on forever. We didn't call 911. The neighbors called 911 because there was 2 houses on our block. Our next door neighbor and across the street neighbor is the one who's always looking out for the kids because they knew the whole street used to know about what was going on in our house when it came to all that fighting and stuff. So Miss Virgil, next across the street neighbor, when stuff like this used to happen, she used to come get us as children and bring us over to her house to get us away from all of the violence and like just stay over here with me. And we used to just stay over there with her because we felt safe over there because she was an older lady and she used to look out for us. Which shout out to Miss Virgil. She's deceased now, rest in peace. But she was a guardian angel for us during that time, because she really, really, really looked out for us when we were children. And even though my mom, she just was, I'm not exactly sure why she stayed with him so long and she married him. And then, you know, I can't speak for my mom why she decided to be with Sylvester for such a long time. And he took her through so much. I don't know why she did it, but she did. And maybe for her own reasons, you know, that I can never answer. Only she's the only one who can answer that. But rest in peace to both of them, Miss Virgil and my mom. But back to the story. Anyway, eventually the police shows up, and in St. Louis is a big, big difference out here in Vegas. Out here in Vegas, that's one of the number 1 crimes out here is like domestic violence and drunk driving. Those are the number 1 and number 2 crimes out here. Domestic violence, drunk driving. In Missouri, the number 1 crimes, of course, is murder and robbing. So domestic violence is really low on a totem pole. So when out there, if you know you get police come for that. They don't really arrest you for domestic violence out there. Well, not really. They don't arrest you. What they tell you is go somewhere tonight, go cool off, and come back tomorrow. That's what they tell you every time. They never arrest you out there. Not for domestic violence. It's not important enough. They just say, just go away, go sleep it off somewhere, go to your friend's house, go to your neighbor's house, go somewhere else, and you come back tomorrow when you cool off. That's all they do. And that's what they did to my stepfather. He never got arrested for that. Not for fighting my mother. He never got arrested for that. So my brother ended up having to go to the hospital because my mother, remember, she cracked him over the head. My other brother still don't know what happened. I had to literally tell him because my brother literally got cracked in his head. But my other brother was so furious about it that he didn't want to hear nothing. So I had, when he was more calm, after he was calm, I had to literally tell him, like, no, Black didn't give up fighting. Mama hit him in the head with a glass bowl. And he was like, what? I said, yeah, Mama was trying to hit Sylvester, but she didn't hit Sylvester. She hit Black and knocked him clean out. I saw the whole thing. And I saw him go down. And my brother started laughing like straight up. I say, yes, and you was all in his face, calling him all kind of names and cursing him out and everything. And that poor man is knocked clean out thanks to your mother. I'm like, she hit the wrong man. And then he eventually had to go back and apologize to my brother because he just knew my brother was like this punk. And, you know, he didn't want to fight no more and blah, blah, blah. He had to go back and eventually apologize. But, yes, it was terrible. It was so terrible. You know, some things just, you know, it just kind of what's the word I'm thinking of? It kind of messed with you for a long period of time. And that was one of the fights because it was so bad and it was so long. It lasted for so long, it felt like. It lasted longer than this damn story. but, but but in reality, you know, that kind of stuff sticks with you, and it really did. It stuck with me for that one Pacific fight stuck with me for such a long time. What it did for me was let me know that that's not the kind of relationships in life that I want to live. Even though that was a part of my life for a while, for many years too afterwards. Because I guess what you see, what you grow up, you end up doing when you're an adult. And at the beginning of my adulthood, that's exactly what I was end up doing, was fighting my husband and baby daddy and all that other stuff. But now I'm 37. I wish I would. I'm not ever doing that stuff again. Like ever. Not ever. And like so. But yeah, but eventually I had to go back and apologize to my brother, for saying negative stuff to him. But he is okay after the fight. Did my mama take him back? I believe, I would want to say yes. I don't remember how many times she actually took him back until she didn't. Like, it was just one point after so long, she just decided, she don't want to live like that anymore. And then she divorced him. She got herself together, still going back to church. And then she divorced him. And we never saw Sylvester again. I'm like, but that took years for her to actually do some stuff like that. That didn't happen overnight. That happened my whole childhood. I was living with Sylvester. Like, since I think it was in middle school. No, was that elementary school? Elementary school to my middle school years, I was living with that man. So that went on. That abuse kind of stuff went on for a very long time. So yeah, so that was my quick little story time of the worst fight of my family's life. My mother came out scot-free. My brothers came out scot-free, except one. He had to get stitches or whatever. But to this day, he's good. But I love my family. And if you guys had any experiences like that with you guys' family, let me know in the comment sections below. This is one story time. I'm not going. I'm not doing anything to my hair. I'm going to leave it just like this. I have one more story time coming for you. So this will start my May month. The first 2 story times of May. I hope you guys enjoy the story time. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next story time. That's coming right up.